My name is Taylor Rankin. I'm from Bermuda. I am half Japanese, Bermudian, a little bit of Canadian mixed in there, and I grew up in Bermuda until I was 11. Moved to the west coast of Canada, and then once hitting 17 or 18, I hit the road and have been living. I'm eating a lot of chikso and drinking a lot of Ahmed tea and getting my boots fixed.
Where'd you get this from?
Well, you see, I was explaining this actually to Mary. I used to, at parties, instead of talking with my hands, I used to talk with my I was forced into it by a Japanese mother.
Okay.
And it started off with a cereal box with like some little, with like things inside of it. Like I got to choose the goodies inside of this thing. And then there was a Hurricane Emily in Bermuda.
Okay.
And it was the back of the car. And everyone else is crying about roofs and things being blown off. And I was crying because a giant tree fell on our car and broke my tiny little box violin, and I couldn't get my snacks. But that's how I started. I love the kind of the psychological journey that I've been going through with it. We're almost like violinists have often been sort of like obsolete race car drivers. Back in history, they were like, it's a competition. It's a competition. Who's going to be first? Who's going to be better? Who's going to be faster? And that I noticed after talking to more violinists as I went along is in all of us. You know, we're competitive and we want to be the best, but also we want to work with people. And for me, the violin has been a journey to see like where can I take this? Where can I push myself? And what sounds can the violin do that no one else or I've never heard before? So I tap it, I hit it, I slap it, I scream at it, I do all sorts of things. And his name is Leroy.
Boy, Leroy, stop fucking with me.
Yes. My new tracks I'm producing with this amazing producer named Deep Taisuk. I've worked with John Davis in New York, with Philip Haloun in Copenhagen, just a lot of great guys. As for the past years, like 5 years ago, I hit the road to tour in Europe and do these things. And part of that was to explore every single part of the musical journey that I wanted to go on, because I didn't want to just make, hip-hop violin. I wanted to also make, love songs and Heartbroken, and wanted to make crazy songs where it's a little mouse talking to a lion. So I've been finding the boxes as a musician and as a human. I think it comes from the dinner table. Like when I was a child, it was quite strict at home, but the place that I could always be nuts was at the dinner table. Like I could be rude, I could be nuts. Of course, I was always told what manners I wasn't exhibiting, and I was brought up well. That's what I was told by the parents. But that was my opportunity to perform. While we're eating pasta, we're fighting over like how many snow peas we should be eating. My one influence would be cocaine.
Nice.
And the fact that I haven't done it yet. I think my forehead was compared to John Legend at one point. And then musically, because of the violin, that's often what's been, it's sort of, there's a stigma in myself with it, but also when the violin has been mentioned, Andrew Bird or Emily Wells, who I love, those are the ones that or Final Fantasy in Canada. But music for me isn't just the violin. It's blowing into it, it's singing, it's
Doing voices, it's wonderful.
so it's like I think Andrew Bird was the one that everyone always says, oh, the way you're playing the violin right now, like it reminds me of this dude named Andrew Bird, brah. So that's probably one of the comparisons. Currently, it's R. Kelly and Trapped in the Closet.
Really?
Yeah, it's the most brilliant piece of it's pure, it's modern Shakespeare. It's ridiculous, and I love it. I want to connect. I want to just get in there, and I want to meet people who enjoy music.